Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple macaroni and cheese. This is just my recipe. Everybody has a different type of recipe, but this one's just the one that I make. Here's a list of ingredients you'll need to make this homemade macaroni and cheese. You'll need 1 box of cooked macaroni. You'll need 1/3 cup of butter, 1/3 cup of flour, 2 cups of shredded cheese, 2.5 to 3 cups of warmed up milk, and a tablespoon of melted butter to a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. So right now I have 1/3 cup of butter melted in my pan. I'm going to add equal amount of 1/3 cup of flour. I'm just going to whisk this until the flour is nice and melted, I guess is the word, with the butter. Trying to get all the lumps out the best you can. Okay. To this, we're going to add 2 to 3 cups of milk. Now, I like my macaroni and cheese a little bit creamy, so that's how I'm going to do this. It's close to like 2.5 to 3 cups of milk. Okay. Also, when I do this type of thing, I like my milk to be warm, not cold right from the refrigerator. So warm up your milk in the microwave just for a little bit, just to get the chill off. Okay. So we're going to add this in increments. Okay, this is going to be really quick. Increments, and just stir it up. It's going to start getting thick. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. I didn't want to burn my butter. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let that warm up just a smidge. It's getting nice and thick. I want you to be able to see that, how thick it's getting. Okay, I'm going to keep adding our milk. I think if you warm up your milk before doing this, it will eliminate some of the lumps. I don't know if that's true or not, but add the rest of the milk. Okay. At this point in time, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, in my other recipes, I call a lot for my house seasoning. My house seasoning has garlic in it, and I don't really want to have a garlic undertone in my macaroni and cheese. If you want to, you certainly can, but I don't want to do that in this recipe. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this. I always like a lot of pepper with a white sauce, I guess is what you want to call it. Just something I really like. So we're going to add that. Okay. We're going to let this get to a really quick boil just for about a minute so it gets nice and thick. Okay. Actually, I don't want it really thick, because your macaroni is going to soak it up too, so we still want it to be a little bit creamy. Okay, so I feel like that's good. Make sure you consistency with a spoon. Okay, you can see that it's nice and thick. Okay. Okay, so I shut the heat off. We're gonna add 2 to 3 cups of any shredded cheese. I would not suggest like mozzarella or a provolone because it's really stringy. That's not how I want my macaroni and cheese. That's totally up to you. But I like extra sharp cheddar. That's what I'm gonna add to mine. Regular mild cheddar would be just as good. So pick 2 to 3 cups of cheddar that you like. Okay. We're just going to get this all to melt. Make sure the heat's off, but we still want to use the heat of it, but don't keep it up on high or anything. We're just going to mix this all in. Our oven has been preheated to 375. This is going to take about a half an hour in the oven. Now, you can bake this if you want, or you can just eat this right when we're all done right now. You can just eat it, but I like to bake it with a little bit of breadcrumbs on top. Okay. I feel like that's mixed in pretty good. We're gonna add, I like these, I don't know how to call these, but I love these little curly noodles, so that's what I'm gonna use. But obviously you can use any pasta that you want. Okay, so we're just gonna add this to there. It's already pre-cooked. I cooked it al dente because it's gonna cook again in the oven and I don't want it to turn mush. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this all up. And if you feel like it's not quite creamy enough, just add a smidge bit of milk to it, but I feel like this is plenty. Okay. That looks really good. So I have a tablespoon of melted butter and a half a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna mix these together. We're just gonna get those breadcrumbs nice and coated. I like breadcrumbs on the top of mine. You don't have to add this if you don't like that. Don't do that at all. Okay, 9 by 13 pan that's already been sprayed with Pam. Okay, we're just gonna add this to the pan. Okay, just like that. And add a little, just make sure we get all the nice yummy cheese here. Still quite a bit left in there. Okay, just gonna mush this around. Okay. Now I'm going to sprinkle my breadcrumbs that I just put with with the butter. The butter just kind of makes them be a little bit more crunchy. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven at 375. I'm gonna say for about a half an hour, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, this has been cooking for 20 minutes and I feel like 20 minutes is plenty of time. What you wanna see is that it's bubbling. I don't know if you can hear it. That's what you want. You don't want to overcook it because then it's going to dry out, okay? We don't want that. So, a little scoop. It's so nice and creamy and bubbly and hot. You're going to like it.